So thank you for joining us today. I'm Paula Noonan. I own Colorado Capital Watch. Rachel Sticklin is here with me. We also have a programmer, Gilly Kofel, and the three of us are the people who, put this package together. And we're very happy to have you as clients. So we're going to start with, let's see here. We're going to start with our to-do, and this is our home page. So whenever you come to the site, this is what you see. And I'd like to show you right off the top what it is that the home page provides. First off, you want to check to make sure that your subscription is good through 2021. So when you log into your account, you're going to want to check out your subscription is valid until. I need to update my own subscription because the date here should be 12/31/2021. So that's what you should see in your account. If we haven't received a payment yet, then your subscription will read good through 1/31/2021. And of course, we'll extend it as soon as we receive your check, or, if you need a little more time, just let us know and we'll fix it up for you. The other thing is you can see in the upper right-hand corner, I am in 2021. And so you may need to, and probably will have to, change the year. And you do that simply by clicking on change. There will be a list of years, pick 2021, and then you'll be ready for this year. So everything is set up for 2021. The other piece is every day when the legislature publishes its calendar, we take it and put it into our website. So you can always click here and get the calendar of the stuff that's in the legislature going on that day and the next day. The part of the website that will change is stuff that we put on the right-hand corner here. During the session, you'll see new bills listed here, all bills. So it's a ready click to get to various bits of information. We also put in a link to the board that is on the Senate and the House that tells you where stuff is happening. So I suggest that you bookmark this page. And so if you're away from the Capitol and you need to know where a hearing is, you can click on that link and it'll take you to their announcement board. Once you log in, you come to our Manage Your Profiles page. I'm going to go back just for a minute and repeat. Over here on the left-hand side is where you look up things, look up bills, look up legislators, look up lobbyists. And to get to where you do things, you click on Manage Profiles, and that's what takes you to this page. And these are all the things that you can do using Colorado Capital Watch. First off, we have added a new feature this summer, and it's called Enable Lobbyist Searches. So this is a feature that you have to turn on. So when you log in, go down to Enable Lobby Searches, click on that link, and you'll see a box that says Enable Lobbyist Searches. Click on that box, and that will turn on this feature, look up lobbyists. So that is something that you have to turn on. It won't automatically appear. The other piece that I want to reinforce is for those of you who do Secretary of State reporting on your bills, We have our secretary, our profiles for Secretary of State report. You're going to want to go through this and turn on the reports, that the profiles that you're going to be using to report into the Secretary of State. And I'll give you a little bit more on that in a minute. So here we are. First thing you want to do when you start in the new year, after you've checked to make sure you're in the right year, is you click on Manage Profiles. You're going to then go in and see Create Your Profiles. And the profiles, as you know, are the buckets of bills and legislators and other elements that you put into a profile that then you use to track bills and to share your bill tracking with others. So your first step is to see, to make sure you're in the right year, and then to make sure that the profiles that you started in 2020, if you're a renewing customer, those profiles should have moved over into 2021. So you don't have to start from scratch building those bill buckets. You may want to rename those profiles, however, so they are current to 2021, which is what I did. I had about 50 profiles. I finally went in and cleaned them all out and deleted the ones I didn't want and renamed. And how I rename is I select the profile I want to edit. I go into Edit Profile, and that allows me to change the name of the profile so that it reflects my current needs. Once you have brought your profiles up to date, you're going to want to select a profile that you want to work on. You click on that profile, you click on Set Current Profile, and that's what places that profile in the upper right-hand corner up here. So here you can see my profile selection is 2021 new bills, and that reflects what I have here. I've selected 2021 new bills. I hit Set Current Profile, and that's what puts that profile as the one that I'm using to add bills to. Okay. So we have a number, of manage profile functions, and we've got them laid out here. I want to emphasize one that you want to make sure you've got up to date, and that is Set Calendar Emails. As you know, for each profile, there's the capacity to add email addresses to that profile. So if you have a client or you have a set of people for whom who need to receive that calendar update, that calendar notice, you can put that information by clicking on Set Calendar Emails, and that will allow you to add up to 5 names of people to receive our daily calendar email. If you're the account holder, you will automatically receive our emails. So you don't need to add your own name in if you're the account owner. You want to add other people's names to the profiles of the bills that are important to them, if that's going to be useful to them. So you can see here, this is what our calendar email looks like. And we have a number of calendars in there. We have the account level. We have the that is just the next day. We have the account that takes it all the way forward. That is all the bills that are on the calendar. And then we give you an all bills calendar, and you can see it all played out. You can click on the link so you can see the detail in the email itself. And this is where you would add your 5 email addresses. You have to make sure you click on the Send Calendar email box, and then you're good to go. Very handy. if you need a new profile, maybe you brought on a new client, or you have a new bucket of bills that you need to create, you click on add a new profile. That brings up a set of text boxes that you fill in. You name the profile, you describe the profile, you simply hit add the profile, and then that new profile will appear in your list. You will then have to select that profile to be the one that you're working on. Okay, this is to get you through the Secretary of State reporting system that we've built. And it's based on your profile. So if you have a set of clients, you would want to give each client a profile, because that will enable you then to organize your Secretary of State reporting efficiently. So the first thing you will do is you want to select the profiles for the Secretary of State reports. And so you will see a list of profiles that are available to you. And then you simply click on those profiles that you want to use for your Secretary of State reporting. Once you've done that, you will go to Generate Reports, which is where you see the information that gets built out of the content that you put into your profile. And you will click on Secretary of State Report. Notice it's sort of at the bottom of our list of reports because we added it a little later. And then you will see the reports itself. So what this report does is it collects all of the bills that are in the profiles that you've selected by bill number. And it tells you in the profile name, the client's name would appear here. The action that you've taken on the bill will appear. So you can sort this so you can see all the bills that you just added. And you could do that by date or by action. And you can see the bills by position change. So you can organize your sorts by bills added, positions changed, and by client, because each one of these, this is all the same bill. So let's assume that each one of these bills is in a different client's profile. And that would allow you then to go through the Secretary of State site very efficiently to add in this information. We're thinking of doing a short training on how we do this work to see if, to help you use some of the shortcuts that we've developed in putting this out. So keep an eye out for another training on Secretary of State's reporting. And remember, the idea is that you have to put in a new bill within 72 hours of lobbying on it and within 72 hours of changing a position. Okay. One last thing. This can also be useful to show your clients how much work you have done for them, how many bills you've put into the system, how many times positions have been changed, how you work through the bill. And of course, you can download all of that to a spreadsheet and share it out that way. Okay, once you have settled on your profiles, you may want to set up how you want those profiles to look in our reporting system. And if you recall, we have two different looks. One is a Word document look, which is in rows, and the other is a spreadsheet look, which is in columns. So one of the things that you want to do is make sure that your profiles here are set up the way you want so that they show off to your members or to your clients properly. One other point, make sure you check to see if your logo is in our system. If it isn't, please send it to us and we'll put it in, and then your logo will appear on all of your reports. And we're simply back end. Nobody will even know that we're a part of your effort. Okay, so I want to go into this manage report fields. So we have pre-set up fields. So any field that is in black, like CCW summary position, those are fields that we've entered, we've put in. You can add your own fields by going into user defined fields. And this is a tool that allows you to customize the fields that you want to use for your clients or your members. But select fields portrait allows you to decide which fields you want to include in your report, and then to put them in the order that you want them to appear. Now, just as a little bit of background, let me see if I can get this up. Yep. Just as a little background, when you're in portrait, I use the portrait format when I have fields that have a lot of text in them. So for example, if I want to include the official bill summary in my report, I put that in the portrait format. I use the landscape format for sort of a quick and dirty. So you want to keep those columns kind of short so that so somebody can just quickly look down the list and see important information. So you'll want to think a little bit about what content you want in the different formats. You can see here, add a new bill field. You click on the link, you add the field, and you click on update, and then that field will appear in your list of items for to include into your reporting format. Okay, so once you've created your report format, you want to see what the reports are going to look like. So we have added two fake bills, one in the Senate and one in the House for 2021. So you can use those bills to see what your 2021 profiles will look like. And to do that, you look to the left side of your of the website. You click on generate reports, and that's where you will see the list of reports that we provide. And as you can see, there are a lot of different reports. The bill trackers are probably what you generally use to share with your clients or your members. If you would like to add legislator votes to the bill tracker, you can do that two ways. We have a link that takes you to the votes, or you can make the votes visible by using the Analyze Votes by Bills report. So here is the the portrait version of our report, and you can see that the official summary looks okay because it's not stretching out. It has a row to fill, not a column. If you click on votes, all legislators, that would take you to the first committee appropriations and third reading votes on that bill. The URL is what you can use to provide your clients or your members, or you can insert this into your website. And this gives people access to the bills that you're tracking in a view format. They can't go in and fool with anything. So they can see all the bills that you're tracking. They can obviously bookmark that. they can also use this URL to download your bill list to a spreadsheet or to a Word document. All of the links on these pages are live links, so people can click on this link and go to Representative Buckner's page, and that will show all of the bills that she has sponsored and a lot of other information, her phone number, her email address, et cetera, et cetera. So this is one example of the portrait format. This is an example of the portrait format with votes. The votes are kind of down here on the very bottom, you can see. And again, we do the first committee, appropriations, and third reading votes. This link takes you directly to our bill page, which shows all of the information that we've collected on a bill. This is our landscape format. So you can see I have not included the official summary in here. That's too much text, but I have put in our CCW summary, which I put in every night. And again, all of these are live links. They're easy to get to. If you click on the lobbyist link, that will take you to our latest presentation of lobby data on the bills. And I'm going to show you that in a minute. Again, this can be downloaded. There is a URL attached to this page. So that is what you would want to share with your members or your clients to give them access to the bills that you're tracking. One other point, the nice thing about the spreadsheet format is that you can sort. So you could sort by sponsors, by committee, by bill status. You can sort by position if you've added a position. So anything that you want to sort of use to organize your content and make bills, put like bills together, for example, you can use our sort fields tool here in the landscape. That obviously you can't do that in the portrait because it's in rows, not in columns. Okay, next, once the session starts, and I don't know if they're going to read any bills across the desk in the beginning of in January. They may wait until February. But once those bills start coming in, we will grab them and put them into our website, most current to least current. So you're always going to see the newest bills at the top of the line. We have a search tool here to help you find bills quickly. And there's number one, you can create a search list, and this allows you to put together a set of words and then give that set of words a name, and then you can search the bills by that set of words. That's called a search list. The other way is you can put in words into our saved searches and click on each one of those words, and that then will bring up the bills that have those words in them. So you can do a narrow search using our saved word search, or you can do a broader search using our search list. The other way you can search always is you open up advanced search, and you can then search by issue, by sponsor, by committee, by status. So there are a number of ways that you have of getting to the bills that are going to be important to you. And the reason this bill is in pink, or whatever color that is because I've selected that bill to be in my profile. So I'm going to go to that. I need to click more often. Okay. This is how to manage your search. So you can see here, I've created new words or phrases, and I've got them listed here. And then I can give my list a name, and then I click the words that I want in that list. And that's how I create that search list. So this will help you to make those searches more efficient. And the tool for doing that is over here in the lower right hand corner of your manage your profiles, manage user defined searches. Okay. The next thing I want to talk about is adding bills to your profile. And the way I often do it is I just use my advanced search bills, and I look at the bills. I can decide, do I want to add it or not? I click on the bills. I open up my select action, and there's a action there, add bills, and I just click and I add it. You can add as many bills as you want that way. You can also put, in this tool, you can put bills in more than one profile at a time. So you have your selected profile, but if you want to add this bill to another profile, you, if you're in a PC, you would hit Control click. If you're in a Mac, you would hit Command click, and that allows you to select additional profiles to add your bills to. Okay, you can also, come here, look at a bill, think about it, and say, okay, I want to look at it more carefully. So you click on the bill, that would be this action, and that takes you here, and you start perusing and you decide, okay, I want to add this bill. You can come down to the bottom here of this page and click on profile and add that bill there to that profile. You can also select a position on that bill from this point. So that's the second method. The third method is you go into manage your profiles and then manage bills in your profile. And here you can enter bills by bill number, select a position, and add the bill. If you have added your bills using the advanced search bills and you want to select positions on the bills, you will then have to come in to manage bills in your profile to select your positions. We bulk the bills in units of 10. So you go through the first 10, you want to update before you move on to the next 10, because you want to make sure that information is saved. This is also where you can make comments. You click on the pencil, and that allows you to make comments on the bills. All of these, wherever there's a pencil, that's a place where you can add text to give explanations about your bills. So once you click on the pencil, this is what comes up. You can put comments, and then you can, using our select one or more profiles, you can put those comments in more than one profile at a time. So if you have 2 or 3 clients who are watching the same bill and you want to write about it only once, this is how you do it. And you can insert those comments in the profile that is your working profile, but also in the other profiles by using this tool right here. Rachel, do I have
Paula, I'm sorry to interrupt. We're right at 10:30.
Okay, let me go into, thanks. Let me go into, I'm going to escape out of here, and I'm going to go into our website. I want to show you one more thing before we, what is my website? Okay, before we leave, if you have time. As I said before, we have created a lobbyist search, enable lobbyist searches. This is what you want to click on to do that. And I want to give you a quick look at what this is. It's an advanced search. What we've done is we've taken all of the data that's in the Secretary of State's website by bill. We put it into a database. So now we can pull out information that will combine what's at the Secretary of State's website with what we have, what we get from the General Assembly website. We put that together and you get a much more complete picture of what's going on with lobbying and with bills. So you can search for lobbyists. All the lobbyists are in here. You can search by initial, you can search by bill subject. So you can come in here, and these are the bill subjects that are set up by the Ledge Council. You can come in, and this will show you all of the bills, all of the lobbyists who have lobbied on a bill that was labeled agriculture. So it gives you the whole list. You can click on here, and that will give you the bills that were labeled lobbyists that these lobbyists lobbied for. You can also go in by client, and it's the same drill. You can search by clients by subject, and this will give you a list of all the clients who have lobbied on agriculture bills. And then it gives you the lobbyist who's lobbied on those bills for those clients. You could come in, you can sort, and so you can see which clients are lobbying the most on ag bills, and you can see what those bills are. So you come into the Farm Bureau, no surprise there, and you can see the bills that they've lobbied. And then you can come in here and get the more specific information on the bill, on that bill, on all lobbyists on that bill. And of course, you can sort by position, so you can get a really fast look at what's going on with that bill. If you come back here and you go back into client, we add, with the client, you can also see, let me get here, let's see here. We can see not just what bills were being lobbied by this company for this client, but you can see the status of the bill, the position of that client on the bill, the legislator votes on that bill, and then you can go into the more specific filing on that bill. So this is brand new. We're thinking it should help everybody get a quicker, faster look at what's going on. You don't have to dig through the Secretary of State's website. You can get all that information in one place at our website. So the only thing that's left to do at the Secretary of State site is to go in and do your actual bill data entry. And of course, that's where this piece comes into play, our Secretary of State report. So that's the quick and dirty of how to get started. That's the very quick and dirty on our new feature. We will be doing some more work on this again, more training. And so I look forward to, it's kind of nice actually that we'll have this extra month that we can use to get everybody really up to speed and ready to go for this 2021 session.